this is a video that's going to upset a lot of people, as you may come watch this video and already be commenting what an idiot I am, and you may have been doing it for a long time. But this is my top 5 fish that should not be sold, should not be allowed to be sold in the aquarium hobby. My number 1 is an Arapaima. Whoever started putting them in aquariums, you are a fool. Like, seriously a fool. Like, I'll put up pictures of an arowana. I went to Thailand as a kid and seen them in like public aquariums, and you see pictures of fishermen catching them and stuff. Like, they're crazy. Like, they are monsters. Like, they're river monsters, like Jeremy Wade river monsters. Like, they're on there. They are ridiculously huge. Like, they should not be kept in aquariums. Like a public aquarium, like they're like millions of gallons. Like, this is fine, but like an Arapaima, do not be keeping it. Like, just don't think of the end. Just think of the end goal. What are you gonna do with it at the end? Are you gonna have the heart to like put it out of its misery? Because it's gonna be unhealthy. Yeah, I'm not gonna ramble on about the ethics of it, but yeah, Arapaima, they grow to like silly size, like 2 meters long plus. Like, they shouldn't be kept in aquariums. People shouldn't be selling them. That is what this video is about. You shouldn't be selling them. Stores, like, you should not be selling them. Like, you might think you make some money, a tiny amount of money, like it's fractions. I know what fish cost. Like, it's not worth it. It's really not worth it. Have some responsibility for your actions and stop ranting again. Second one is the red-tailed catfish, like 6 foot long, like, and it's like huge, like the girth on it, like it would swallow kids. Like, should not be in an aquarium, should not be sold in an aquarium hobby. Has some responsibility. A 6 foot long fish that 3 people have to hold when they catch them, going fit. Like, you know, when like a fish is too big, when you catching them like on river monsters and using big rods to catch them, you know they shouldn't be cut in the aquarium hobby. Where are you going to keep it? Think of that end goal. Have some responsibility, stores. Have some responsibility as customers, and get this out of the way. Another one, now this is an interesting one because it's like in every store, is a silver arowana, 4 foot long silver arowana that jump out of the tank before they get too big for the tank usually and die. Either flop out on the floor, hit their tail, head on the glass. Like, they grow 4 foot long. The Asian arowana, I don't really have a problem with. They grow 2 foot long. So it's like, if you spend a bit of money on a custom aquarium that's like 3-4 foot deep, I think it's still a big fish to go in an aquarium, a sealed aquarium like. But you could say that about every single fish, couldn't you? But 4 foot long is like, it's unbelievable. And the jumpers, like, that's how they eat in the wild. Like, watch Natural Geographic, search it, Natural Geographic arowana in the wild. It is cool. It's really worth watch. They're fascinating creatures. But they grow 4 foot long, and stores sell them when they're like this big and beautiful and cute, and then they grow like ridiculously long, and people can't take care of them. They usually end up dying early because they jump out of the tank. We can't keep them responsibly and ethically. We can't keep them. And stores have some responsibility, customers have some responsibility, and as soon as customers stop buying them and stores stop selling them, like, you can put an end to, not to be all eco warrior on you, but yeah, we should have some responsibility and stop selling them, stop buying them. Like, it's not ethically. Like, realistically, you know, when you buy one, you can't think that you're going to be able to keep that for the rest of its life and give it its perfect home. You're kidding yourself. Unless you have like huge indoor ponds, yeah, maybe, granted, but then you risk the fact of it jumping out. You need some like netting on it, and then it cuts it. It's not worth it. It really isn't worth it. Enjoy it for what it is. You don't see people in, what I'm going to end on is, you don't see people in the saltwater hobby putting sharks in fish tanks. Like, I don't mean like little baby sharks. I mean, like, you don't see them putting like white tip reef sharks in aquariums that grow like that. You just don't see it. That's for public aquariums to enjoy the aspect of it. That's have some responsibility. That's what I end on. Have some responsibility. and yeah, I ended there because I personally find it really upsetting, to be honest with you. That's why I made this video, and it's hard not to rant about it, but I've done my best. I've failed. So let's head on there.